I was thinking to myself the other day, what happened to hobbies? When I was younger, I tried everything. I did many different sports, I played an instrument, I read. But these days, it feels like everyone, myself included, we're all just surviving. And I'm filming this video on a day where I have an insane number of things to do. But life isn't about working, it's about living. Having hobbies that you enjoy is incredibly important for your own sanity. So in this video, I've compiled a list of 10 hobbies that are elegant and geared towards the modern gent that you can add into your own life. Before we dive into it, on this channel, I discuss gent style and lifestyle. So if that interests you, then click subscribe. Let's begin with music. Learning an instrument, whether it's the piano, guitar, or something more romantic like the saxophone, cultivates patience and discipline. It's a great way to disconnect from the world and channel your focus into learning a new skill. When I was younger, I played piano for many years and I always wanted to learn the saxophone. It was a ton of fun and I miss it. And when you finally learn a full musical piece and can play it, it's very rewarding. It can be frustrating at times, but if you do want to learn an instrument, you really need to enjoy the process. Another great way to disconnect is by reading. Everyone these days is addicted to endless scrolling on their phones, and it's not good for your health. Instead, a great way to enlighten the mind is by reading a good book. There's many books available in all different genres. You can go to a bookstore or a coffee shop to read, or you can read at home in a cozy spot with a drink. Collect books that you're interested in, and over time you will build a personal library of all the ones that you've read. And reading can become a great ritual to unwind after a long day. Another victim of our busy world are home-cooked meals. And so our next one is learning how to cook properly. The great thing about this one is that you're able to eat whatever you make, so it's a very rewarding hobby. No one's expecting you to become a Michelin star chef here, but if you can become a master at a few reliable dishes, that's a great way to start. And then over time you'll improve, and then you can begin hosting friends and family and cook for dinner parties. It's a great way to share a skill with all the people that you care about. This next one is unmistakably gentlemanly, and it's classic sports like tennis, golf, and rowing. Sports are a fantastic way to stay healthy and active, and these sports specifically not only demand discipline and skill, but they also come with their own codes of conduct on dress, etiquette, and respect that are good for a gentleman to know. Tennis is a sport that I'd love to learn how to play, and the great thing about it is that most cities usually have public courts where you actually can go and play. I also grew up playing golf, and I love the game, but if you live in a big city like I do, this one is more difficult to play often. For all the pleasures of city life, a gentleman should never be entirely divorced from the outdoors. And this is why country and outdoor pursuits make for great hobbies. Activities like hiking, riding, and skiing make for great excuses to leave the city and spend time in nature. Hiking is free and you can pretty much do it anywhere there's land. For riding, you'll have to look at some sort of riding school. And for skiing, most ski hills offer lessons if you're keen on learning. I used to ski and ride when I was younger, and both are great hobbies. This next one is something anyone can do at home or with some friends, and that is becoming a master of mixology and wine or whiskey tasting. Core to being a gentleman is having an appreciation for the finer things in life and knowing your drink and how to make a good one. All you have to do is buy a simple bar set with a shaker cup, and I have my set right here. This is what it looks like and has everything that you need in order to make a wide variety of cocktails. The other thing that you might need is a cocktail book to teach you how to make drinks. And I actually have the James Bond cocktail book here with all the drinks featured in the James Bond novels and movies. And I like inviting my friends over and making some drinks for them. It is an art form and it does take some practice. Next, I've included collecting items, be it watches, fragrances, or vintage pieces. This can be a really fun hobby. Choose something that you're interested in and dive into the research, learning about the items and the history. In the end, you'll have a carefully curated collection of items that have meaning to you and are personalized to your taste. This is something you can show off to guests when they come over, and it gives you something fun to talk about. Watches are something that I'd love to learn more about and actually build up a robust collection because I can fully understand why people are obsessed with them. Next up, we have art, museums, and cultural events. They offer a kind of beauty that no algorithm can serve you. Try making a habit of visiting galleries, historic houses, the theater, or the occasional opera or symphony. It's a great hobby to elevate your life. This is something that I enjoy and would love to do more of. Also, there's just so much information in the world today to fill up your brain. Why not fill it with something beautiful? Who cares about the latest reality TV gossip? Why not learn the history of a painting or an opera instead? That's what I would rather fill my mind with. Another great hobby is to dedicate time to learning a new language. This is not only a great way to learn a new way of speaking, but also a way to learn and embrace a new culture. It helps you understand the world in a different way. For example, a while ago, I was learning German while I was studying in Austria and also learning about Austrian culture and history. I loved it, and it was interesting to see the differences between English and the German language. If you can, choose a language to learn and then move to a place that speaks it, and I guarantee you it will be a rewarding experience. My last gentleman hobby for you is to write. There comes a point where simply consuming ideas is no longer enough. A gentleman ought to try his hand at producing a few of his own. And writing, whether in the form of essays, short stories, or a modest newsletter, is a quiet but demanding hobby. It forces you to arrange your thoughts, to interrogate your own opinions, and to choose your words with care. Begin with a journal, write an entry each day, and see where it takes you. It's a great way to become better at vocabulary and learning how to express yourself. At the end of the day, these hobbies are not a checklist for you to complete or a performance to put on for Instagram. They're simply methods of enjoying the way that you spend your time, especially in today's chaotic world. I hope you enjoyed the video and can incorporate some of these into your own life. Let me know in the comments below if you actively do any of these, and thanks for watching.